Valley Players have been in existence since 1970. Originally formed under the auspices of Arts Unlimited, the Valley Players were fortunate enough to have the Brookside Playhouse as a home for nearly 15 years. At Brookside, the Valley Players performed a variety of theater, including both stage plays and musical productions.
We used to be very well known for our musicals when we were at Brookside, and we would get a lot of people interested in trying out. And I remember when we did Annie Get Your Gun, because I remember that because I got to play Annie, there were like 25 women that went after that role. I mean, it was a big deal there. We had standing room only sometimes for musicals and things, but once we left, you know, a venue where there was stage and where there was backstage room and so forth, you know, we were hard pressed to do. If we did musicals, they had to be almost musicals with no set, like the Fantastics or something, you know, small musicals, and something that was portable, and so that really did affect, and it's affected us now.
Now, the Valley Players focus on dinner theater and murder mysteries, which can be performed in local restaurants. I talked with Sally and Joanne Lauer during rehearsals for their latest production, Lethal Lecture, at Front Street Station in Northumberland. They told me about the early years of the Valley Players and how fortunate they were to have Tom Prather as a mentor for the group.
He was a professional. He would have auditions in New York, and of course, not that they would get Tom Cruise or anybody, but you know, he would have auditions in New York, and you know, these were people that did the circuit, the summer stock circuit and so forth, and many times our people would try out, and well, we wouldn't really try out because he didn't have tryouts. We would be asked to do parts, which was a great honor if you got to do a part for Tom. But we had him as a mentor, which was a really good thing, because he would come in and say, no, that set, no, we've got to do this to it. And he taught us theater etiquette. Warming the curtain, you know, bringing the house music up and down, you know, acting professionally, don't let people see you before the show, you know, just those sorts of things, you know, that we learned. And so that was very important to the beginning of the group too, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Without him,
we had a dedication to being professional.
Despite not having a location to call home, the Valley Players continue to do 2 performances each year. Their open auditions are announced in the paper and right here on the community bulletin board. The group is always looking for people interested in all aspects of theater, from administration to directing to acting. In Milton, a newer group draws on a heritage of area community theater.
I mean, Milton as a community has a long history of community theater. It started with, I believe, the Milton Players, which then became Matoda, Milton Area Theater of the Arts, which existed for many, many years and did some incredible productions. And then that organization kind of went out of existence for several years, and as we started to develop more of a theater program here at the high school, part of our former superintendent's vision was for this wonderful facility to use it as also as community outreach. And we said, well, hey, let's reinstate or reenact the community theater, and we did now as Milton Area Community Theater.
In the short 5 years that they've been in existence, the Milton Area Community Theater has done productions of Pippin, Into the Woods, Brigadoon, Nonsense, The Music Man, Sugar, and most recently, Nuncrackers. When I talked with Russ Wynn, president of MACT Board, he was in rehearsals for Nuncrackers at the Milton High School Performing Arts Center. While they have the benefit of a full stage for performances, MACT works around the other events taking place at the Performing Arts Center.
Right now we do a major summer musical, and we do a Christmas program, and we have been running a midwinter, February, March type production. Now that in the future we've just kind of taken a step back and are looking at the way things have been running and what's working for us and what we need to tweak. So we're committed to right now doing 2 major productions a year for sure.
Both the Valley Players and the Milton Area Community Theater have seen the ebb and flow in the demand for live theater, and the challenges to organizations are great. From finding actors and directors to marketing and advertising on shoestring budgets, community theater groups work hard to perform quality productions right here in our neighborhood. I think Sally Lauer spoke for everyone involved in community theaters.
They're interested in providing quality theater to the public. I mean, that's what they want to do. That's what we want to do, is bring good theater.
If you are interested in being part of the community theater experience, either as an audience member or as part of a cast, You can contact Randy Schroyer of the Valley Players at 374-8674 or Russ Wynn of the Milton Area Community Theater at 742-7611 or visit MACT online at miltonact.org. Both the Valley Players and the Milton Area Community Theater have put on excellent productions in the past and will continue to do so in the future. So keep an eye on the CCN Community Bulletin Board for upcoming production dates and times. When we come back after the break, we're going to go visit a Lewisburg business that's celebrating its 25th anniversary.